With everything that has happened thus far, I feel very empowered as a woman, and I feel much stronger. I feel like every day I get stronger and stronger, and I feel great. A friend of mine actually contacted me a couple of days ago, and pretty much just wondering if trying to get confirmation if that was actually me. So that was how I heard about it initially. I went to my manager, I told Jade, and I told my publicist Brandon. What we found out when we went on the website, we found out there was an email address there that people were allowed to send pictures to if they wanted to, exploit someone. So upon doing so, my publicist sent an email to them, just pretty much asking them to remove the pictures or we'll have to take legal action. I can only guess that, and I think I'll guess correctly when I say that the pics were obtained by hacking into my personal space. The pics were taken by me, and no one else had those pictures. It went as best as it could. They actually contacted my manager demanding $50,000, where they would take that in return for removing whatever pictures were up and for not releasing whatever other pictures they had. We declined their request, and they said, okay, well, we're going to release the pictures at 10 tonight, which was on Monday, so you can just look out for them. The first time I went to the police, it was the day that I contacted Jade. I went to the Grand Spend police station. I made a report. I got two options. I could either send the report to the cybercrimes unit downtown and they'd take care of it, or I could create a sting operation, which would kind of get into the situation at the time. So I chose both options. I said, okay, send the report. I just want to know that it's in the system, and let's do the sting operation. So I got the people to call me back later on in the day, and called Jade back. Actually, they contacted her again, and the detective that was in charge told me that, listen, whenever they contact you, just call me and I'll be there with a couple of officers to carry out the operation. Now, this was probably at like 4 something. A couple of hours later, they contacted Jade again and said, you know what, I reached back out to them to get them to call us back. I said, listen, let's do this. Let's just do this drop and get it over with. So they called us back, and after doing so, I tried calling the officer. Called him at least 4 times. I didn't get through, and the 5th time I called him, he said, listen, I'm off duty. I've left work already. I can't help you anymore. You know what? You waited too long to call me. And I was a little bit frustrated, because I'm like, but then I'm like, you know what? Okay, fine. Moving on. So I moved on from there. Had back and forth conversations with Jade. Jade said, listen, I don't have all of the money. I don't only have some. They said they'll call her back. Called back saying, okay, whatever you have, we'll take it. And she's kind of like, no, okay, so how come the price just dropped so drastically? What's going on? They're like, you know what, whatever, keep your money. We were going to release her pictures anyways. We're just like, okay. At 10 o'clock that night, the final picture that we assumed they had was released. You know what? I felt like it was my duty. I felt obligated to speak up, not just for myself, but for all of those other females on the website. You know what I mean? Those women did not deserve what came to them. Nobody's private life deserves to be exploited like that, well, and without their permission. So I felt like I needed to be an advocate for these women, because I have a voice and I want to use it, and I also have the power to do so. You know what? I'm a public figure. People know me, people know who I am, and I just really wanted to stand up for them. And I'm a person of principle. I'm a woman of principle, morals, values, and I do believe in standing up for what's right. If you have a revolution, I will be leading it. That's just me. The women on the website, I've heard so far that it's really had affected them in a very negative way. I heard that some of them went into depression. I heard they were distressed. Some lost their jobs, and some men that were also posted on the website. And I heard that some people even got suicidal. Now, that should never happen to anyone. Nobody should have that kind of power. No human being should have that kind of power over any human being whatsoever. I don't believe in that. The support has been immense, you know what, and I'm so humbled by the whole experience. On Twitter, my family, my Facebook fans, just my family, friends and loved ones, everybody really has my back. It's a lot of positivity and I love it going forward. I'm human and I am just as everybody else on that website, off that website. We are entitled to our privacy. So if you can come forward and tell me that you have never in your life taken a new picture of yourself, I will call your bluff and I will tell you you're a liar. Okay, now this is my favorite part. Recently, I performed on the. I was blessed to perform on the same stage with R&B artist Jay Holiday. You know what? The show was amazing. Didn't get the turnout that we would have hoped for, but the show, I mean, myself, Chino, and Jay Holiday, I really think we gave our all. Next up, my mixtape is finally done. It's called I Am Supergirl, and it's hosted by Raz and Biggie. It's going to be released next Tuesday. That's May 1st, 2012. Tuesday, May 1st, 2012 is going to be released virally. I know you're going to love it. It's my first mixtape. And just go out there, download it, get it, support the movement. You know, it's Team Denyque all the way. You can follow me on Twitter. I tweet a lot, or, well, sometimes, but I tweet a lot. Twitter.com/Denyque, and that's DENYQUE. Like my page on my fan page on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Denyque. Subscribe to my videos on YouTube. It's youtube.com/Denyque Music. Okay, I upload videos almost every week when I can remember, but I'm always on Twitter and I'm always on Facebook. So send me messages, send me tweets, and let me know what's up. Gonna be the one to catch you. I know you need me too. Gonna be the only one to save your world. You're Supergirl, now you know that I can't let you go loving you. Got me on my tippy toes, always true. I wanna be your Supergirl in your world.